Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to run through our 5 performances of the jump season so far. In 5th position, it was actually the other day in the shape of One Wild Fred, who won the Laytown handicap. That was a 0 to 150 handicap and it won by 7.5 lengths off a mark of 145. That performance was very impressive as it was a very competitive race, but the way he just galloped them into the ground and went on to score impressively put him firmly in the picture for the Grand National, I think. The way he jumps and travels, his mark of 145 will take some damage after that performance, but I think if he stays on a respectable mark, he could be a horse for the English National and is currently around 16 to 1 in the betting. My 4th best performance came in the shape of Porticello, who won at Wetherby a few weeks back. That was a listed contest for the Moore team, and that performance was very well, considering he didn't jump great, but he still went on to win by 4 lengths, and the way he quickened clear after the last was also very impressive. This horse does have shades of Goshen about him, the way he isn't the cleverest at some of his hurdles, but if he does improve that jumping, I think he could play big player in the juvenile hurdle in division, and he's currently around 14 to 1 for the Triumph hurdle. My 3rd performance came in the form of Sceau Royal. This 9-year-old has won twice this season already, a listed race at Kempton and a Grade 2 at Wincanton. That first performance at Kempton was very good, beating Silver Streak, and Silver Streak is a very good horse in his own right, and then to follow that up at Wincanton in a better race was very impressive. He does have an entry in the fight in 5th this week, and I think at 7 to 2 he could give Epatante a really good fight as he is race fit. The second horse comes from the Paul Nicholls yard, and that is in the shape of Frodon, who won the Ladbrokes Champion Chase over in Ireland. That Grade 1 was a very hot race, and if you look at some of the horses that it beat, including Galvin and Manella Indo, that just shows how strong of a race it was, and to do that first time out was very impressive. After all, Manella Indo did beat A Plus Tard in the Gold Cup, and if you look what A Plus Tard did at Haydock the other day, winning by 22 lengths, that's form is working out very well. I think Frodon could run another big race, whether it be in the King George and looking on in later the season at the Gold Cup. He was 5th in it last year, but I think he could run a better race in it this year too. And my top performance of the season also comes from the Paul Nicholls yard, and it is Boivman's Game. This horse is 2 from 2 over chase when it's gone chasing, and that every time it's just put in a faultless display of jumping. It stands off its fences and pings them, and if you look at its performance at Haydock, it took lengths out of Itchy Feet at every jump, and it won by an unextended 3 lengths in the end. Harry Cobden had a pretty easy job of just steering him round. Looking on later in the season, you'd think a clash with Bob Olinger could be on the cards, and that would be very interesting considering Bob Olinger easily beat Boivman's Game in the Ballymore at Cheltenham, but over chasing, Boivman's Game does look a completely different horse, and it could be a force in this division for years to come. So they're my 5 selections. Thanks a lot for watching, and comment below on whose your 5 selections are as well.